You go down the RC in the video for free, link in the description. For a variable jump height, it counts off the apex of the jump after releasing the jump input, with the option to set a minimum amount of height before activating. Go to your player script. Inside the built-in physics process function, go to your basic code for jumping, where you check is on floor, and if the jump key has just been pressed, and separate the line into two. That way we can do an else if statement for when the player is not on the floor. We can then check if velocity.y is less than 0, meaning that we are currently moving upwards. Then we check if the jump key has just been released, and we halve the y velocity, which will cut off the jump with some smoothing. Increasing the 0.5 will provide more time before the player will begin falling, and decreasing it will make the jump cutoff more abrupt. Now if you want to have a minimum amount of jump force or height before you allow the player to activate the variable jump height, then we will need to establish two variables and a constant. A constant is the same as a variable, but it can't have its value set during runtime when the game is playing. Variable jump threshold will hold a minimum amount of jump force that has to occur before we allow the player to activate their variable jump height. This is equal to the jump height variable, which for me is negative 265, plus the amount of force you want to have. I wrote it like this as jump height is negative, so that way you can just simply change this addition from anywhere from 0 to whatever your jump height is equal to, which in my case is the maximum of 265, for the minimum amount of jump force you want to force upon the player. Variable jump applied will simply keep track of if we have already activated the variable jump height, as we won't be able to rely on the action just press method from before, which is why we also keep track of if the player has released the button for jumping with the release jump key variable. Then inside of the physics process function, before we apply any jump height, we must reset the variable jump applied and release jump key variables, so that way we can activate the variable jump height during this jump. Then we will change the else if to an else. First, we check if we haven't released the jump key, and if the jump key isn't being pressed, then we set release jump key to true. This is needed instead of the is action just released, as the player might release the jump key before they've reached the threshold of the variable jump height, and because is action just released only activates once, then the jump would fully complete in the case of releasing the key before the threshold, so this fixes that issue. Now for the variable jump height activation, we will first check if we release the jump key. If we haven't applied the variable jump height, which again this is needed for the same reason as before, as we aren't relying on that one-time activation of the variable jump height from the is action just released. And we also check if the velocity.y is less than 0 like before, as we only want variable jump height to occur when the player is jumping upwards, not when they're falling. And finally, we check if the velocity.y is more than the jump threshold, meaning that the player is above the minimum jump force required before we want to allow them to activate the variable jump height. Then we halve their y velocity like before, and we update the variable jump applied variable to ensure that they can only activate variable jump height once per jump, which again this wasn't needed before with the basic variable jump height, as before we heavily relied on the is action just released function. Now you have a variable jump height with a configurable minimum amount of height required before activation that you can add to any of your 2D platformer games. And don't forget that you can check out the project files, link in the description.